Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. Here's a recap of our top stories from the week.
A Scranton police detective who was shot in the line of duty has filed a lawsuit to sue the parents of his alleged shooter. According to officials, Aiden Denninger used a black Ruger LCR revolver to fire 5 shots at a police cruiser on January 11th. 2 of the shots struck Detective Kyle Gilmartin in the head, seriously wounding him. Now, Gilmartin is seeking $100,000 in damages from Denninger's parents, Alex and Crystal Eastman, for negligence of their firearm. According to the lawsuit, the parents left the firearm on a table inside the home instead of a secure location despite knowing that their son had violent tendencies. The lawsuit also states that Gilmartin has suffered a loss of future earnings, substantial medical costs, and pain and suffering that will diminish life's pleasures as a result of the incident. Denninger remains behind bars at the Lackawanna County Prison. His charges are pending.
A man has been charged in connection with a stabbing that took place under the Pierce Street Bridge in Kingston on Friday. According to police, officers were called to the scene on Friday, August 30th, around 11 o'clock p.m. for a reported stabbing. Upon arriving at the scene, police say a man, later identified as 22-year-old Ryan Macaulay Mathis of Plains Township, voluntarily stated that he stabbed someone. Police say the victim was found suffering from multiple stab wounds all over his body, including his back, arm, wrist, and thigh. Investigators seized a kitchen knife that was found at the scene, and the victim was taken to Geisinger, Wyoming Valley Medical Center for treatment. Mathis was charged with aggravated assault, simple assault, prohibited offensive weapons, and reckless endangerment. Mathis is currently being held at the Luzerne County Correctional Facility without bail.
Additional details have been released regarding a fatal shooting in Nanticoke on Sunday. According to officials, 17-year-old Hunter Sipple was shot in the chest at a home on Minden Court around 4 p.m. Sipple later died from his injuries at a nearby hospital. According to court documents, when police arrived at the scene, Sipple was being held in the arms of 18-year-old Michael Cron Jr. Officials say Cron initially told officers that he and Sipple had been wrestling when the gun fell to the floor and it went off. However, Cron also later told police that he had been messing around with the firearm when it discharged. An autopsy was conducted by the Luzerne County coroner on Tuesday, but the investigation into the cause and manner of death are still ongoing. Sipple was a junior at Berwick Area High School, and the district is offering grief counseling to any students or staff members struggling to deal with the tragedy. A man was sentenced to a minimum of 15 years in prison this week after investigators say he killed his mother in 2020. According to officials, Eric Watkins pled guilty on Tuesday to criminal homicide of the 3rd degree for the death of his 60-year-old mother, Patricia Watkins. Investigators say Patricia was brutally beaten to death on December 13, 2020 inside of her home in Sugar Notch. According to the affidavit, Patricia's other son, Jeremy Broadbeck, witnessed Eric sitting on top of their mother and beating her face. Upon arriving at the scene, state police say Eric screamed, "She is dead. My mom is dead. I killed her." Watkins also told police that he was hearing voices and that a higher power told him to attack his mother. Patricia's body was found in a bathtub and her face was severely injured. Watkins has been sentenced to 15 to 40 years in prison in connection with the incident. Johnson College in Hazel Township held a Women in Industry Connections event on Tuesday, September 3rd. The event was a collaboration between Johnson College's Women in Industry initiative and the Can Do training program. During the event, participants learned about the various industries and connected with the influential women driving the local economy in the Hazleton area. Associate Vice President of Special Programs Kellen Williams spoke with us about the Women in Industry initiative.
Our President and CEO has a mission to support girls coming into the trade or manufacturing industries, and this is one way that we can support them by showing other women that are working in the trades and industrial environments.
Williams also told us how the Can Do training program helps women get the resources they need for various jobs.
We work with Can Do in order to get them jobs within the industrial park, and we also support them through training practices, and this is one of the ways that we're trying to support Can Do by bringing individuals together so they can receive the training to get out in the workforce.
The Hazleton Connections event is one of many programs that the Women in Industry initiative hosts throughout the Johnson College network. Williams said that they are always finding ways to give participants opportunities to actively engage with the local economy.
And we were building bat boxes and bird boxes for the Lackawanna State Park. It was just something to bring us together, something to collaborate on and support each other. And just grow those strong connections with each other. Other areas that we've brought the Women in Industry group together on campus, they get to meet with our women students, our female students, so they can show the support and actually talk and troubleshoot about the different things they see in the workplace as a woman in a non-traditional field.
More information on the Women in Industry initiative and upcoming events can be found at johnson.edu/women-in-industry. One person was life-flighted Thursday morning following a crash on Interstate 80 westbound. According to officials, the multiple vehicle crash took place around mile marker 252. As emergency crews worked the scene, I-80 westbound was shut down between the Conningham-Nescopeck exit 256 and the Mainville-Mifflinville exit 242. The roadway has since reopened. According to emergency crews, one patient was life-flighted with critical injuries. A second patient was transported to the hospital by ambulance. Over $1 million were donated to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital Thursday morning during a check presentation ceremony at Hazleton City Hall. The donation was provided from the estate of lifelong Hazleton resident Gerald Lagativia, known by his friends as Jerry. Jerry's late brother-in-law was former Hazleton Mayor John Ford. We spoke with Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassett about the family's legacy in the Hazleton area.
I know John Ford pretty well before he passed, and children were very important to him. He wanted to help every child he could, and this is just part of that legacy, and people will remember this forever.
Jerry's friend and personal attorney John Rogers was also at the event and spoke with us about how the donation came about.
Well, I'm a friend and an attorney for Jerry Lagativia and John and Rose Ford. I've been friends with them for many years, and when Jerry was looking to do something to basically help make things a better place and help people, we talked about it. Father Thomas Capoloni, Jerry and I had long discussions, and Jerry felt strongly in St. Jude's, and he felt that St. Jude's mission in helping children that were ill was something he really wanted to support.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is a pediatric treatment and research facility that tackles some of the toughest cases of pediatric diseases and cancers. A local St. Jude patient, Claudia Buffuno of Drums, was in attendance at the event and spoke about her experience at St. Jude.
Being at St. Jude is a wonderful experience. It's a genuinely happy place, despite the reason everybody's there. It is made wonderful. Kids are free to roam around. I have a lot of great memories from there.
Claudia's mother, Chrissy Buffuno, was also at the event and said St. Jude made a big difference in Claudia's journey.
So Claudia was 2 years of age, diagnosed with a ependymoma brain tumor, and she needed to be treated. So her surgery was at Children's Hospital Philly, and we had found out her tumor was cancerous and chemotherapy was known not to work. So the hospital themselves, they actually referred us to St. Jude. And once we heard the protocol that she would be on and the research they were doing, we knew our answer was to go to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So right now she's 23 years cancer-free. She graduated from King's College 2 years ago and working full-time and driving and all the things that kids should be doing after going through a life traumatic experience having cancer. So I'm so thankful for St. Jude and everything they give the kids in our backyard, my family, around the world.
To donate to support St. Jude, you can visit stjude.org.
Coming up on WYLN News, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Freeland Part 4. Plus, we check in with State Representative Dane Watrow on Watrow's weekly update. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
Lehigh Valley Health Network and Jefferson Health have come together, two leading health systems dedicated to improving the well-being of our communities and offering you a broader access to uncompromising high-quality care, stronger together for you.
Hi, my name is Lasma. I'm 4 years old. Tomorrow's weather will be rainy.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child could be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today. If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Cheers Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in at 610 North Broad Street in West Hazleton, 570-454-7229. Cheers is proud to be celebrating 70 years in business.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m. Powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
By the 1930s, Freeland's population was beginning to decline, having lost 25% of its inhabitants from its peak a decade earlier. The town during this time would be the beneficiary of a Depression-era Works Progress Administration program that paid artists to paint murals inside post offices. In Freeland's case, the artist in question was John Follansbee, and his mural, entitled simply Freeland, was installed in the town post office in May 1938. It shows an autumnal view of the town from Butler Terrace, with the spires of several churches, the Freeland Brewery, and the Drift and Breaker standing above the foliage. The mural still hangs over the postmaster's office today, giving all who enter the post office a window to the town's past. But Freeland could not escape the changing tides of the nation's macroeconomics. As the nation started shifting away from coal after World War II, the surrounding patch towns started declining as the mines dried up, and Freeland could not avoid declining with them. Trolley service ended in 1932, although the trolley tracks would remain in place until they were torn up during a road project in the early 60s. And the last passenger train stopped in the borough in 1956. Soon, Freeland found itself in the same grim predicament as other coal towns that had relied heavily on coal and its sister industries, and would struggle to reinvent itself. Nonetheless, other industries would rise as the older ones fell. Shortly after the end of World War II in 1947, the Freeland Dairy would be opened by Lou Carrazza and Elliot Oberender on Brengle Street in town. Using milk supplied by at least 10 area dairy farmers, they supplied assorted styles of milk, butter, cottage cheese, ice cream, and orange drinks to the surrounding area. Most of their deliveries were to individuals rather than businesses, and as such, customers often placed their orders for a half month at a time and would pay accordingly. The dairy would continue operation until the late 70s. The period after World War II would also see an explosion of drive-in theaters around the country, and the Freeland area joined in the boom when the popular drive-in opened on Route 940 just east of town in 1949. Featuring a single screen and space for a maximum of 260 cars, the popular drive-in would offer movies under the stars for residents for 29 years before it would close in 1978.
Welcome back to Feel Good Friday. I'm joined by Dr. John. Dr. John, how's it going?
Great, Brian. I love what I do.
Awesome. And so today, the NFL is starting up. You know, a lot of people are going to sit on their couches for the whole Sunday, and you could develop a lot of bad habits. So tell us a little bit about that.
You know, so many men will watch the entire game on a couch that sags. They'll come to me a week later to say, my mid-back is killing me. I didn't do anything, but I watched football for 6 hours. Watch football, first of all, in a recliner, directly in front of the TV. Get out of the couch. Number 2, even eye strain. Don't be afraid to maybe get up, go to the bathroom, or go for a walk on the back porch, especially during halftime or commercials. The human body does not even want to lay for 4, 5, 6 hours straight for an entire game. So posture is important. Even on a couch, if you want to sit, because so many people are in there, they'll say, John, I got my beer, I got my pizza, I'm watching this game, and after 4, they wonder, why does my right side hurt me? And they lean like this during the whole game. So posture is important during these games. Eye strain, get up and just, I watch a game, maybe I'll do the dishes. I'll watch the game, maybe I'll go fold the laundry. So then if the game gets really close, then I sit down and I watch.
Of course,
Yeah, so try to maybe change it up a little bit during the football game.
Yep, it's important to stay healthy and enjoy the game. But that does it for this edition of Feel Good Friday. We'll see you next time.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Splash into Fall Craft Fair at the Berwick-Burvon Pool, September 7th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more information, email the address on your screen. And make sure you check out the Splash into Fall Craft Fair.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
Hello, this is State Representative Dane Watrow with an update on Real ID. The deadline for enforcement of the Federal Real ID Act is set to begin less than a year from now, on May 7, 2025. As of that date, you'll have to present a federally accepted form of identification to board a commercial domestic flight or visit a secure federal building that requires ID at the door. Federally accepted forms of identification include a Pennsylvania Real ID, driver's license, or an ID card, a U.S. passport or passport card, or a military ID. While all Pennsylvanians must comply with the new law, obtaining state-issued Real ID is not mandatory. PennDOT will continue to offer standard-issued driver's license and photo IDs. To learn more about Real ID and how to obtain one, visit penndot.gov. Until next time, this is State Representative Dane Watrow. Thank you.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, it's going to be a great show. Linda Gordon was told she needs back surgery by multiple doctors. She came here and through gentle chiropractic care, and it took 2 months. The disc healed, her surgery was canceled. It's going to be a great show, so tune in for it.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.